Blessings and lots of love to my Taurian friends. Thank you so much for joining. Today we're going to have a look at past, present and future on the mental level, the emotional level and how we're moving through our life. Then we're going to pull a love oracle card to see how your love life's going. So what do Taurian, Taurian, I forgot where I was then. Taurians. Hi Taurians. What do Taurians need to know today? What do Taurians need to know today? Right. So all my cards that I use in my readings are in the affiliate program in the description down there. Helps my channel enormously if you want to buy anything from there. Thank you very much. So we have 6 of summer overall. So before I show you the card, I'll just read you the card and then I'll read it to you. The love and care of children could become an important part of your life, or people from your childhood may return to it. Old memories can be healed, or possibly old childhood dreams are ready to be revived. So that's the card today. This is the overall influence. Now what is going on with yourself is, because it's overall all the cards, but this is to do with talking and communicating. There are some of you that aren't communicating as clear. It may be blocked somewhere. So just tapping into an aspect where communication has stopped. Maybe it's one of your children, maybe it's your parents. There's something there that's blocked. So for some of us, we've got to kind of heal that aspect. So let's have a look further, because it can be quite an emotional time, that, to be fair. So let's have a look what's going on in your mind. 4 of summer. So your responsibilities may distract you from noticing all the gifts that God is presenting to you. Be open to investigating opportunities that come your way. So with the 4 of summer, there's an aspect of relearning. When opportunities are presented, we can't look back and think how things used to be, or we can't also look back on what we've got. We have to look forward. Now with the tortoise being slow, it can be a slow process. So the way of thinking at the moment is a slow process towards your goal. So being satisfied is always good, but noticing finer details and finer planning might be better served. So moving forward, all very busy. 8 of spring. You've been presented with many wonderful opportunities all at once. While they may feel very stressful, remember to be grateful for the blessings that heaven has sent you. So here is the 8 of wands, so to speak. Yeah. So this is about being busy but being productive, but not letting the stress get to you. So tapping into an aspect of hard work, but also the patterns in life that you're actually going through within your mind. So too many thoughts that are coming up at once, and you need to kind of sort them out to get things done. I think for some of you, writing lists or just planning things like that might serve you a little better. So that's quite good. Teamwork. 7 of summer. So you've got the 7 of summer here. So I'll read it to you. It's time to stop procrastinating and make a decision so that you can move forward with a priority. If you need to do more research, then do so, but don't overthink the situation. Listen to your heart. So this is about choices. choices whether we go forward or not, especially to do with family, especially a kind of growing up mentality. Sometimes we do have to be responsible and work very hard, but precisely what we do want to do. We need to take opportunities here when it's offered. So the choices that are around today may look really tempting, and they are, but some of it could be an illusion, and one of those illusions is reflecting back how it used to be as a child. So having a look at that aspect and your family may clear up. Try to have a conversation with your family perhaps and see where that leads to. Not in an argumentative way or anything, but some sort of spark, a slow progress to actually see about life in general, especially around career and relationships. Okay? So moving on, we've got the moon, also about illusions. So it's important to trust your intuition. Even if you're unsure of what's happening, all will be revealed soon, so worry is unnecessary. It is. Well, I was here. Yeah. So, so you've got the links here. So the moonlight is shining down, and I think there is going to be some interesting information if you do talk to your family. Transformation, definitely. So with the moon, the phases that you go through are always changing. Like for here, for instance, with the fall of summer, you may see that you have enough, but then there's one aspect that you need to let go. So anything that's a little bit off, like a little bit of anxiety or anything like that, really tap into, because this is about your heart, really tap into where is that feeling coming from. Is it coming from the home life, from where you came and what happened? So there is a sense here that there is a falsehood going on, so we've got to be crystal clear in the daylight to actually see what it is. So that stress might come from there, so just watch out for that a little bit. So it's almost like right, I'll read it. Queen of Winter. All your life experiences have prepared you for this moment of truth. It's time to declutter your home, clear away situations that aren't working for you anymore, and disengage from people who create more drama than happiness. So it is about disengaging, being precise and have clarity, see things from your point of view on a higher level and not how you've been brought up. And yeah, I would definitely have a conversation with your family. Not in an accusing way or anything. Some of you may even need a conversation with your spouse about certain things. But I think you're going to use humour today, so all's good. So moving on, what else are you feeling? Queen of Summer. We're very yin at the moment, aren't we? You've got the moon and the two queens. Very yin. So this is the time of deep emotions and heightened intuition that you can trust completely. Be mindful you don't ignore your own needs while caring for others. So this is all about tapping into your heart's desire. So when you have to choose, right, from a time where you feel like innocence and you want your hopes and dreams and ambitions, this card is always great to have that. You can swim through your emotions, observe them, but allow yourself to have what you really, really want. So if you're a person who needs to talk to your spouse about what you want in a relationship, now is a good day to actually do that. Because it's about truth as well, your own truth. You're going to be tapping into your own truth, not what's better for the situation, but yourself. Because there needs to be honesty today, complete honesty, because no one can operate around you if you're not honest, because they're not psychic, they're not understanding fully of you. So make sure you know exactly what you want and say what you want. Does that make sense? So moving through your life, we've got the Magician. So there is magic in the air. You can manifest anything you need to be successful. So with the Magician here, it's the unicorn. So tapping into your higher self to ask yourself, what do I want? Because with the Queen of Summer and the Seven of Summer, it seems to be that you're not wholly sure what you want, because of reflection back to the childhood. So the Magician is just reminding you that you can create anything that you want. So choosing wisely to go forward in what you want. Do you want to be separated? Do you want a lot more stress in your life? What is it that you actually want to create now? So, Nine of Summer. Now's the time when your dreams come true. Don't worry about how this will happen. Just give gratitude to God for all that you have and all that's still yet to come. So the Nine of Summer. So this ties in very well with the Queen of Summer. However, I always have to remind people that just be mindful for a summer, be mindful that there are opportunities emotionally coming your way. So when we move through our life in what we have and what we're getting, the little goals, the little rewards, reminder, it's not a 10, it's still a 9. So we still have to put in some work. We can't reflect on how it was before. We have to reflect on what we're going to actually achieve, what we're going to choose in the light of day, and have our hearts open fully to manifest it on a bigger level. So the 9 is good, but it needs work, I always say. No room for complacency. 4 of Autumn. Be cautious about living a life of extremes or seeing things in black and white terms. Consider, for example, where you are spending too much versus hoarding your wealth, or giving too much emotional versus building walls that keep people out. It's a squirrel. The squirrel, squirreling away. Yeah. So sharing when people are in need. But we have to go back to be careful what you want to say. Remind yourself before you say it. Know what you want, and before you share information and share of your time and energy, know what it is that you want before you go into others. But there is an aspect that you have to share to get to 10. We can't stay like this. So there's an aspect here of really blossoming out, noticing what's around you, not paying any attention to the old ways of how you were when you were children. The communication is key today for Taurians. See, I remembered. Right, what's happening with the love aspect? This is the romance angels, is it? Yeah, it probably is. Yeah. And affiliate links down there below. I'll put myself off now. I'll just do that one. Right, if it's wrong, write in. That was totally wrong. You should have shuffled a bit more. Chemistry. So there's a strong magnetic attraction here. So with that, we can connect to the people we want to connect. But sometimes in our life, especially with the Queen of Winter, because she's like metal, sword, there can be you know, when a magnet doesn't connect, and like a battery doesn't connect, there is a sense that there is chemistry, but is it the right chemistry? So maybe that card's not so brilliant. It's not all doom and gloom, but it's just being noticing what's around you on the emotional level, knowing what you really do want, and then moving towards it. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you again next time. Lots of love to you all. Do take care.